Nestled amidst the rolling hills of central West Virginia lies the quaint village of Flatwoods. With a population barely exceeding 200, this sleepy town might easily escape notice on a map. Yet there's a mystique that draws thousands of curious visitors each year to this remote locale near Sutton Lake. For over 7 decades, Flatwoods has held a peculiar fascination for people worldwide. And it all stems from an event that unfolded on a fateful September 12th in 1952. A bizarre occurrence so inexplicable that it etched itself into the fabric of local lore, captivating minds far beyond the boundaries of this tiny community. On a serene Friday evening at 7:15, the tranquil atmosphere of Flatwoods, nestled in the picturesque Appalachian region, was shattered by a spectacle that would etch itself into the local lore for decades to come. 5 young boys, Neil Nunley, Ronnie Shaver, Tommy Heyer, and brothers Ed and Freddie May, were innocently playing in their schoolyard as dusk descended upon the town. Suddenly, the sky erupted in a burst of crimson brilliance akin to a 4th of July display. Mesmerized, the boys watched as a luminous object streaked across the heavens before crashing onto the farmland of G. Bailey Fisher. Driven by curiosity and perhaps a hint of youthful bravado, the boys dashed towards the source of the mysterious crash, pausing only to briefly inform Kathleen May, mother of Ed and Freddie, of their startling discovery. Kathleen, a beloved figure in the community, joined the group as they embarked on their adventure, accompanied by Eugene Lemon, a courageous 17-year-old National Guard member, and their loyal canine companion, Ricky. As they ascended the hills towards Fisher's farm, the air grew thick with an acrid metallic scent that stung their senses, leaving some feeling nauseous and unwell. Emerging onto a wooded expanse atop the hill, their eyes were drawn to a surreal sight, a colossal ball of fire pulsating and hissing ominously in the distance. Their awe quickly turned to terror when Eugene Lemon made a chilling discovery. Looming before them was a towering humanoid figure, its piercing eyes glowing in the darkness. With a head resembling a massive spade and clad in vibrant green attire, the creature seemed to float towards the group, sending shivers down their spines. In a panic, they fled down the hillside, their hearts pounding with fear. Upon reaching safety, they wasted no time in alerting the authorities, but a subsequent search yielded no trace of the unearthly visitor or the craft that had descended upon Flatwoods that fateful evening. The initial buzz about the otherworldly encounters in Flatwoods, West Virginia, was sparked by local newspapers. Kathleen, Eugene, and the boys wasted no time in sharing their spine-chilling alien sighting with A. Lee Stewart, an editor at one of these papers. Stewart was so struck by the palpable fear emanating from the witnesses that he ventured to the farm armed, astounded by the intensity of their terror. His report in the newspaper described the group as the most terrified individuals he had ever encountered. From there, the story gained momentum, capturing the attention of national radio stations and newspapers, with even a Pittsburgh paper sending a reporter to investigate. CBS News went a step further, inviting Kathleen and Gene to share their extraordinary tale on national television in New York City. In an astonishing turn of events, the Flatwoods Monster ranked number 11 on the list of top news stories of 1952 by national press agencies. The influx of curiosity seekers to Flatwoods was overwhelming, drawn by the desire to meet the witnesses firsthand or catch a glimpse of the spot where the extraterrestrial visitor had purportedly appeared. Among those intrigued by the phenomenon was Ivan T. Sanderson, a renowned biologist with a penchant for investigating legendary beings and paranormal phenomena. Sanderson and his team journeyed to Flatwoods to delve into the story and share their insights. Meanwhile, local writer Gray Barker began compiling accounts of the Flatwoods alien, culminating in a seminal article titled "The Monster and the Saucer," published in Fate magazine in January 1953, further cementing the creature's enduring legacy. Barker, who later popularized the Men in Black conspiracy theory, contributed to the lasting fascination with the Flatwoods Monster. Over the decades, periodic media coverage kept the story alive, culminating in Freddie and Ed May's appearance in the 2018 documentary The Flatwoods Monster: A Legacy of Fear, where they reiterated their unwavering belief in the extraterrestrial encounter they witnessed as young boys. Today, a simple online search reveals a trove of videos, articles, and stories dedicated to the Flatwoods Monster, highlighting the enduring appeal of the alleged encounter. Certainly, skepticism has always been a companion to the legend of the Flatwoods Monster, as with many UFO-related accounts. From the moment Kathleen and the boys recounted their eerie encounter, doubt emerged. Some of the West Virginia State Police officers openly ridiculed the story, particularly noting the discrepancies in the witnesses' descriptions of the creature's size, which varied from 7 to 17 feet, seemingly growing with each retelling. The U.S. Air Force, tasked with investigating UFO reports under Project Blue Book from 1952 onwards, found no evidence to support extraterrestrial visitation. In their analysis of the Flatwoods incident, they dismissed the notion of a monster, attributing the large, luminous eyes to a barn owl, whose silhouette, they argued, could create the illusion of a humanoid figure. Their explanation extended to the mysterious red light observed in the sky, which they deemed likely to be a meteor seen across multiple states that night, including as far as Baltimore. In 2000, the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry echoed this perspective, endorsing the barn owl theory following a thorough investigation led by skeptic Joel Nickell. Nickell and his team pointed to various owl-like characteristics in the descriptions provided by the witnesses, such as the creature's movements and talons, suggesting that the monster was nothing more than a misidentified bird. Furthermore, the lingering symptoms experienced by some witnesses, including nausea and throat irritation, were attributed by skeptics to possible hysteria rather than any supernatural cause, further casting doubt on the extraterrestrial narrative surrounding the Flatwoods Monster. Despite the ongoing debate between skeptics and believers, there remains a steadfast belief among many that an otherworldly visitor once graced the skies of West Virginia, even if only for a fleeting moment. Today, a journey to Braxton County might lead you to the Flatwood Monster Museum in nearby Sutton. This quaint exhibition hall downtown proudly showcases a collection of books and artifacts dedicated to the creature. And if exploring the museum works up your appetite, a short drive to Flatwoods offers the opportunity to indulge in a UFO signature saucer sandwich at the Spot Dairy Bar. Adorned with a towering Flatwoods Monster billboard, this eatery along the Gully Turnpike promises a culinary experience that's truly out of this world, not to mention a perfect photo op for your Instagram feed. But the creature's influence extends far beyond museum walls and roadside attractions. Both in town and online, a plethora of Flatwoods Monster merchandise awaits, from candles and t-shirts to socks and throw pillows. And for those seeking a more cuddly connection to the legend, there's even the option to snuggle up with an adorable stuffed Flatwoods Monster of your own. Known by various monikers such as the Flatwoods Phantom and the Green Monster, this cryptid has undeniably captured the collective imagination. But what is it about this mysterious entity that continues to captivate so many decades after its initial sighting? Some suggest that the tale of the Flatwoods Monster was tailor-made for its time, emerging in an era fraught with Cold War tensions, Red Scare paranoia, and the looming threat of atomic warfare. Against this backdrop of uncertainty, the notion of an extraterrestrial intruder seemed not only plausible, but perhaps inevitable. Indeed, the early 1950s saw a surge of interest in all things extraterrestrial, with aliens dominating the pages of comic books and the screens of science fiction films. A seminal article in Life magazine in April 1952, questioning the possibility of alien visitation, further fueled public fascination with UFOs, lending credibility to tales of otherworldly encounters. In this climate of heightened speculation and uncertainty, the stage was set for the Flatwoods Monster to emerge from the shadows and captivate the public imagination. A mysterious figure, whether of alien origin, a misidentified barn owl, or something altogether different, that continues to intrigue and beguile to this day.